So they make fun of you, right? And Allah says they make fun of us. Allah says they make fun of us when they pass by us. They make little smart aleck remarks, right? And they wink at it. Al-ghams is to wink with the eye or to make a face at something. But in Arabic, it means that you make you're making something out of defect in something, some aib that the person has. But we really don't have an aib like they're saying. If you follow in the book of Allah and the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, it's not an aib except for shakhsiyatan, something personal that you have with you. The deen has no aib in it, So they say this person la ghamizatun lahu. They say there's nothing to make fun of this person. When you say that in Arabic. But they're making fun of us, right? So when they pass by, and when they go back to their people, they're fakihin. They go back to their people making too much party. People laugh too much. You see these usually you see it with these raunchy women, they laugh, laughing and stuff like that. That is marhun. That's beyond the head. They've gone beyond the extent of where you're supposed to laugh and be joyful. So they're making too much fun. Everything is too funny for them. Too much joking, and it's out of character and stuff like that. We call that hay'atu talab al-ilm. You don't act like that. You don't carry yourself like that. You carry yourself with some sobriety, some consciousness. But this is what they do. And when they see the Muslims, the believers, they say literally, these people are dull, these people are straight, these people are weird, there's something wrong with them. What's wrong with, why you, one lady saw me, she said, why are you wearing a dress? Why are you dressed like that? She said, you have more cloth on than I do. And I said, you should be ashamed of yourself then. You know what I'm saying? She said, you got more cloth than I do. You up there throwing your legs up in the back over there. I was working at this place, and I used to go in the back and offer salam. I see you back there throwing your legs up. I know what she was talking about. Then I realized she's talking about me offering salam. These people, they think we stray. We're dull. One 5%er guy, he came up, he saw his friend become 5%er, become a Muslim. He said, yo, man, don't put righteous, don't put your crown on the ground. Talking about it, putting his forehead on the ground. This is their concept. We are astray according to them. We are kuffar according to them. Yakfur bit taghut. And Allah says, man, yakfur bit taghut. Whoever disbelieves and is a kafir for this taghut, this consistently exceeding the limits of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it says, they say that when they go back to their people and they see that, they say these people are astray. And they haven't been sent over us to preserve us, to watch out for us, to do nothing for us. Then on the last day when it really counts, the believers are going to be laughing at the kuffar. Okay? And then it says, what do you call it? And they're going to be sitting on chairs looking at things. And here, when they're looking, the believers, inshallah, are going to be in Jannah. And the kuffar are going to be low in the hellfire. So you can see the kuffar and what's happening to the kuffar in the hellfire. And it says in the different tafsir that when the believers see the kuffar, they're going to laugh at them. And the sarcasm that they used to show to the believers are now going to look at them and see, look what's happening to y'all now. And the believers are going to ask them, haven't you found that the promise of Allah to be true? What Allah promised you as far as punishment? And they're going to say, yes. They're going to find it. And they say, likewise, we too. We found the promise of Allah to be true too. How about that? Is that funny? And it says, هَلْ ثُوِّبَ الْكُفَّارُ مَا كَانُوا يَفْعَلُونَ. It says, هَلْ ثُوِّبَ. This is the last word I'm going to go over. ثُوِّبَ is an important word to understand. Because it connotates, I'm not going to say karma, but it connotates the happening of something. Thaba shay, raja'a. It means it returned to it. Okay? So try to understand it. So thaba rajul means he returned. Okay? Athibu akhakum means give your brother a good reward for in lieu of what he did. Okay? Return to him a reward like the action that he did. So thuwiba doesn't mention who is doing the act. Okay? It's like we say bunya ala al-majhuli here. It's not mentioning who is doing it, but it's saying, hasn't it come back onto them? Hasn't it been returned back to them what they used to do? You see that sarcasm? And usually thaba is for a goodly reward. So the ulama say this being used in the context of them, their demise, is a derisive type of statement. It's a statement that points towards scorn and again of the irony of it all. You were sarcastic, now some sarcasm is being used against you on the last. Hasn't it come back to you, all your sarcasm and all your joking and all that stuff like that? Now you used to laugh at the believers when you passed them by. Now as they pass you by, as they're over you, they're going to say, hey, ain't you so-and-so? Allah tells us in many different, Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam tells us in many hadith, ain't you so-and-so? The one that used to warn us, used to say this like that, and he's a jackass in the hellfire. Man, he used to look up to you and you used to tell us about the good and not to do the bad. And what happened? The jackass in hell is going to say, yeah, well, you know, I used to tell y'all that, but I didn't do it. And I used to do what I told y'all not to do. So this now I'm just a jackass in the hellfire. They're going to laugh at him. Look at it. You are a jackass. And they're going to laugh. It's going to be funny to them because they held tight. They kept on. And so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving us example in this surah right here that no one's going to be cheated. The scales are not going to be cheated. And the scales are going to be equal and balanced justly. Don't be tricked by the people who cheat you in this world that they're going to get away with it. And the last day, everything's going to be evened out. And those people who were unjustly laughing at us and making fun of the Muslims because you did what Allah told you to do, then you're going to get a chance to laugh at them. And so all we have to do is be patient and believe in what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says. And this is what we have to do for the basic tafsir of this surah. You know, and all I can say is هل ثوب الكفار ما كانوا يفعلون. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم. And I'm sorry about the time. Oh.